The Lockman Foundation is really stepping up their game in their Bible production. They, in recent years, have come out with more and more different editions, and just really unique editions, but also all of them really nicely made, good construction to them, and just a beautiful look to them. So we're going to see that once again with this Bible they've just come out with. It's called the Beauty of Scripture NASB. And the one they sent me is in the purple leather text. Now, this Bible here, being the format that it is, isn't something that really appeals to me per se. However, it appeals to a lot of people, especially people who like to use pens like this to write in their Bible. It's called the Beauty of Scripture Bible. And on the back here, you're going to see some of the features of this. I will say my wife loves the color, and my wife would really like the way this is formatted. So what you'll see when we get inside of this Bible, and the outside, by the way, has a really nice look to it here, with the printing and the design there, and that purple is very nice. It does have a black and purple angle cut ribbon, silver page edges. But that inside is really what makes this Bible, I think, something that will appeal to a lot of people, because it has the outside margins with a really nice pattern to them, a design here. But the point of this is that you have the Bible text and then this wide margin space so that you can write in it. So for people who like to write in their Bibles or even draw different things, artistic people, I have at least one child like that who, if they had a Bible like this, they would be coloring beautiful pictures all around. But also writing notes and just having something that you can make this your own Bible when you're studying, writing out your thoughts, putting your own personal touches in it. It's called Beauty of Scripture, and I'm going to compare this to something else from Zondervan that's kind of similar. So it's nice to see that for NASB fans, Lockman is kind of paying attention to editions that are out there and saying, hey, we should produce something similar for people who want the NASB translation in that particular edition. It does have presentation page, family records pages, all of the normal things you see at the beginning of their Bibles. The title pages, and this one, as I'm producing this video, is new. It's published in 2025, so it's a new edition. They do have some other cover options that you can see here, printed in Korea, and it is pretty nice paper. To me, actually, the paper might be a little bit thinner than some of their other Bibles, more recent Bibles. But, they're having to weigh out, with this being single column, and you can see even the poetry is single column, how many, pages are in this, and how big of a Bible do they want this to be, how heavy of a Bible. So you do really have a lot of pages. I can tell you when you're looking here at the end of the Bible, when you're getting into the 1700s, 1737, 1741, the final page is 1743, so 1,743 pages. I can see why they didn't go with the thicker paper. The print in this, though, you can see here, it's just very nicely done. The font has a nice look to it. That font reminds me a lot of the CSB font, to be honest. So interesting, the variety of font styles you're getting right now with the NASB Bibles. Also, it is a two-tone design, so you have more of this gold printing for the chapter numbers and the verse numbers. In poetry, verse numbers on the left margin there. When you're in prose, can I even find prose? The verse numbers are there, but they're just in with the verses there in paragraph formatting. And then when you get to the New Testament, you're going to see it is black letter text for the words of Christ. And section headings, you can see the print there. It's just a really nice design to it. They do have, it looks like some good footnotes there. They're the translator footnotes. I wouldn't say necessarily it's the full set, because there are a lot of pages I don't see footnotes, but there are some translator notes. No cross-references, but this is not supposed to be a cross-reference Bible. It's really more of a journaling Bible. So, again, you know, these are Bibles that people really like, and now you can get it in the NASB. As an example, though, of something similar, the NIV from Zondervan has a beautiful Word Bible, whereas this is the beauty of Scripture. When you're a Bible reviewer, it gets very confusing because all these publishers come out with very similar sounding things. Even with different types of covers, you have leather text, leather soft, leather touch, and now you have beautiful Bibles. So I will probably review this one sometime too. We got this for our daughter for upcoming present. But this has lines for journaling, and I think it's just different verses they sometimes have here. So I don't want to show this too much because it's a different Bible. One of the things I like better on the whole about the NASB is I like the larger text. However, the NASB is a little bit more plain than what I'm seeing in the NIV, similar kind of idea. But the sizes of these are also very similar. So stay tuned. In the future, I'll try to review this one more extensively. But I wanted you to see that this type of Bible, you know, there are different publishers producing this sort of thing. And this is a really, really well done edition. In the end here, you do have maps. So, you know, you get all the typical things. The liner here is a vinyl type paste down as opposed to a paper paste down. And it does have perimeter stitching. Again, I really love just the uniqueness of the design there. I know that the look of this is going to appeal to a lot of you out there. Let me know what you think in the comments. I think, though, that I keep saying the construction of the Bibles and the materials, the paper and everything, I'm really impressed with what I'm seeing from Lockman. So another good option from them. It's the Beauty of Scripture Bible. And if you have any comments or questions, I'd love to see that in the comment section below. But thank you so much for taking a look at this with me from a first perspective.